Now, I mentioned a while back you could tell how cold it was because the snow was squeaking. Here's a bit of an explanation.
Have you ever noticed how the sound of the snow changes as the temperature drops? That it goes from more of a crunch sound to a squeak sound as it gets colder?
I walked around in the snow at different temperatures to compare the sound. Let's see if we can hear a difference. Some people really like the creaky, squeaky noises, but it feels almost as weird as it sounds.
Now, apparently the jury is still out on the exact reason for the sounds of the snow as it gets colder, but according to the University of Wisconsin, it could be because when temperatures are warmer than about -10, the pressure from your boot crushing the snow actually causes a thin layer of snow to melt, so the snow just glides under your boot, whereas when the temperature is colder than -10, what you actually hear is the sound of those ice crystals being crushed and they're just squeaking under your boots. Very cool.
Well, folks, today I'm going to try to figure out why the monster is going into error mode when I turn left. Considering it's all covered in snow, it might be a little more difficult to do. I did take a quick look underneath it to see if any wires were hanging down. I couldn't see anything. So I'm going to lift it up and take a look from underneath, get a better view of it, and if I still can't determine what the heck's going on, then I'm going to take that big heavy seat off and check that plug on the controller, which you don't really know about yet. My videos are getting closer to it. I determined the controller wasn't the problem, and now I'm working on the display panel, and I just kind of go from there. Eventually I'll find a problem and you get to see, but I'm going to check that right now because that's apparently an issue with these scooters. So I'll see what I can do. Everything's frozen. I don't see anything wrong. I guess it's kind of a good thing because everything under there is kind of covered in ice anyway. So, take the seat off and take it apart. I don't know. I was hoping it would be something as simple as a loose battery terminal or something. Plug looks good still. I don't see any problems whatsoever. I don't know. Unless something is loose inside the tiller itself. Means I gotta take it all apart. I kind of wiggled everything. Made sure all the wiring was good, so maybe possibly I may have corrected it temporarily. We'll see what happens when I go out today. Problem is I haven't really checked to see which error is coming up, because normally when this is happening I'm in a spot where I can't just stop. So I turn it off, turn it back on, and continue on. So if it happens in an area where it doesn't matter, then I guess I'll stop and wait for the error code to come up to give me some kind of an idea what's going on. Alright. There it is. It just happened. As soon as I turned all the way to the left, error code 7, which is the throttle error. Which is the same issue I was having before. Which makes me think that plug, but I guess I have to take the front end apart. I'm gonna wait till I get back to do that. While I'm out, I'll just try not to turn left. Make all right turns. Turning it to the left is what's causing it. Oh. It's obviously got something to do with the steering. So I'm gonna head out, do what it is I need to do. And come back and deal with it. I hate having issues in the winter. And it's error code 7 again.